Hey guys, what's going on? My name is GameFace and welcome to a small little tutorial video. I'm going to be showing you how to bring some life to your pathways in Minecraft. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Rule number one, don't just do straight lines for pathways. It is very boring. What I like to do is if I need to go in a diagonal, over time, I would go 2 blocks over or one block over at a time, and then just bring some different textures in here. So you see I've got a cobblestone here, some gravel every now and then, and that just breaks the pathway up very nicely. We went over it, just a tiny little area here, so I built a small custom bridge for it out of wood, mixing up the direction of the logs. And you'll see those are the only materials I've used throughout this whole pathway. But I think this pathway looks really nice, and then you come through bone meal, get some flowers, bring some plants around, light it up nicely so it looks good when the sun goes down. Half slab, any steps going up. I used the same material for my half slabs as for my bridge as well. And then I also sometimes like to build a wall on the pathway, especially it just makes it feel more structured, especially if you're trying to separate buildings and you don't have, or if you have open areas and you don't really want to make people walk through there, try and keep them on the path by having the walls on either side. And then there's a bit of a transition here from the main road here to more of a general out of city pathway, which is quite nice. So you'll see I brought in the fences, and then it transitions up here to a path block, which you make by using a shovel or a spade, whatever you want to call it. And then it's just nice to connect your buildings, your creations, your buildings with pathways. This leads down to my mob farm down there, and then I've got a pathway going up to my castle build as well. So you'll see here we just keep running. I built a pathway on either side of this. This was my job wall of upcoming projects that I want to do, and then here it goes down to my strip mine. It's just a nice way to corner it off and hide that building, and it gives this area a bit more function as well. Here's my storage room where I've got all my items, and then a pathway coming around here. We'll go look at that in a minute. But then I built this bridge in one of my Let's Plays as well, and I really like this bridge. Now you'll see there was some wood is a different color. That's because there was an accidental fire, and I decided to rebuild it with a different color wood because every time I see it, I'll think of that fire that happened and how it almost destroyed the entire build, which would have sucked. Oh man. And then this just leads into my castle there, and that's the last thing that I have in the world. I haven't built further than that yet, so once we do have that, we'll probably have a pathway going around the side of the castle, and maybe a bridge going across there because it's quite steep on that side as well. And then we've got this little lake pond that I built also in one of the episodes, and I really like this area. I've got a bench over here made of a bed and signs, so when it comes night you can just come here and sleep, and it just looks like a bench that you might sit down and enjoy the view, which is quite nice, I think. And we've got an actual living pond here as well. We've got some dirt, I think birch logs in the bottom there, add some contrast, and we have some, what are those, sea pickles? I think that's what they're called. They light up underground or underwater areas. And we've got some seaweed, and we've got a few fish. I feel like we've lost a few fish. Have you been fishing? Looks like it. Alright. I have used that bed points in another place. You'll see down here there's another bed over here, just scattered around. It comes quite in handy when you're, say, working in this area and you need to go to a bed. I'm not a person that always goes back to their bedroom that they've built to sleep. I don't believe in that. It's too much effort. I just plant a bed where I'm going to be working in a general area. So I built this when I was building the pond, and yeah, it comes in real handy. And the pathway ends here. This pathway is actually the natural generated one from the village. We did a village renovation as well. And this is where the pathway ends. But this was just natural generation. We might actually change it at some point. With lots of potential to build here. We might build another bridge. Maybe a diagonal bridge to another build at some point. But I think that's a good idea of how I like to do my pathways. It makes them quite interesting, I think. And walking from here all the way down to my campsite isn't just running along and just naturally generated terrain. It has a purpose. And I think it makes the travel a bit faster as well. You're not jumping over stuff or falling down. Everything is half slabbed for the drops. And you can come all the way down to my campsite that I built. I'm not seeing the camp anymore. There we go. Campfire. Basic bridge just across here. And then this also just turns into path blocks around the campfire. Alright guys, so that was a basic video of what I like to do to improve my pathways. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please like the video and share it with your friends. I'd really appreciate that. Those guys are going on a fishing trip down there. Oh man. If you're wondering what texture pack this is Beyond the Lands. It is my favorite texture pack on the console edition. I really like it. Makes everything just feel a little bit better. For me personally. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.